Show. When you walk.
I messed up the whole transition on you, Danny. I'm sorry. We had the Wire theme music coming back from break, and all right, there you go. That's the Opie and Anthony show. He's not here to talk about the Wire, though. We're starstruck, I got to tell you. Doesn't happen often, but we got Lance Reddick, Lieutenant Daniels from the Wire. He's sick of hearing that because he wants to promote Fringe, but still.
Also, it's Colonel Daniels.
Colonel Daniels,
yes,
I'm sorry. You're right.
Season, yeah.
You're right. Yeah, right. Got the big promotion at the end of the.
Oh, good. Yeah, thanks. It's just, man. I'm put in one of these situations. I got to be honest with you, and I understand this, but I'm put in one of these situations where I'm late to the party, and I know it's just going to screw me over because I just cracked open the first season of The Wire last night, and I started watching them, and instantly hooked. Where I'm just throwing in disc after disc. I can't get enough. It's great. But I know that things are going to just get spoiled for me and things like that. Well, congratulations on your promotion that you eventually get. And that leads me to know that nothing happens to you. And
okay.
Okay. See, good. All right.
Hold on. I got to add to this because Anthony ran in today and says, I'm so into the Wire. Don't tell me anything
there's a
about the show.
moratorium on talking about it now. And then who's our guest today?
And he didn't even know you were coming in. And Jimmy did this to me. I was like a season or two behind. So now I'm going to enjoy you getting frustrated by finding out stuff before you see it.
But I did the same thing to other people with Lost because, actually, I was a little late to the party on Lost. A few of the other guys had seen it, and then I caught up. And then when I was all caught up, I'm like, so you don't know what's going on, do you?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, most people don't. That seems to be the thing. Yeah, even if you're caught up, you don't know what's going on.
Are you in? You were in like 2 or 3 episodes last season.
Yeah, I was in 3 episodes last season, and then I've got an episode actually that I'm shooting next week.
Your part is really creepy on Lost. Like you play it's a really bizarre. I don't even know exactly who you are in that. It's just you're just this weird guy.
I don't even know exactly who I am.
They don't tell you if you're real or if you're working for the government or who you are.
Just drops in.
I mean, actually, especially with this episode that I'm about to shoot, I have much more of an idea of who I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be funny if he accidentally blew the whole season and JJ fired him.
Hysterical.
Yeah, my kids would love that. So.
Do you go to Hawaii for that?
Yeah,
that's always something. Yeah, does everything? Is there anyone that goes like, "Hey, you're doing Lost, an episode of Lost"? Oh, really? Yeah, it's a sound stage over here that we're gonna just do something in. I think everyone expects, "Ooh, Hawaii, this has got to be nice."
It's great, and I've never been to Hawaii before.
Really?
So, yeah,
that's one place I've never been to.
I've been there.
Bobby pointed out.
I know you were married there. You didn't invite anybody.
I invited you on the internet.
On the internet, he had a wedding on the internet. Like he went to Hawaii. Used all the money that it would take to have a big wedding with a bunch of people, so him and his fiance could go get married in Hawaii, and then gave everyone a website that they could go and watch him, get married.
Really? How much is that? Because I was
it's $100.
$100, you cheap bastard.
Do you get frustrated by you're as an actor, you get a role like The Wire, and you see so many other bad scripts? I mean, how frustrating is it to see a lot of the scripts that are out there? You've been very fortunate. I mean, from the writing on The Wire to Lost and now to this show, which is a smash
Fringe.
hit. It's got to be very frustrating, though, all the other bad, awful scripts you have to go through or you have to read through.
Wow. I actually don't get... it's not like I've gotten that many scripts. And I just feel like I've really kind of just gone from one great project to the next. So
yeah, because you have.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, because you probably if you you're getting put into that category though, where you're looked at as one of these actors that I don't think you'd take you don't seem like you take a bad script. Like you're.
Well, as the saying goes, show me the money.
Okay.
But no, I mean, I one of the things that has been really cool about what I've been able to do is that I've been able to do a lot of television, and so I've actually been able to pay my rent. But at the same time, I've been able to do stuff that was really artistically fulfilling.
Mm-hmm. You're still renting?
I'm
joking.
You saw me hesitate, right? Okay, what's the right answer?
This new show is I was kind of skeptical about if I was because I love Lost. I love Lost, and I was skeptical the first couple minutes because the kid from Dawson Creek's in it.
Right.
Which I was like, but you know it's going to be a good show when you don't even see him as that cheesy character in Dawson Creek. You forget all about it, and he's just that new guy. And
well, I mean, in Josh's defense,
yeah,
I mean, I will say, I was a Buffy fan. What? So I was a Buffy fan. I was a fan of Buffy.
You just ruined the whole show for me.
So, and I was also a Paula Cole fan. So, Dawson Creek was always on. So I'd watch the first 5 minutes to hear the song.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
You are a great actor.
You are never going to watch Broyles the same way again on it.
You're killing it for us.
But I'm just throwing my Wires DVDs in the garbage.
Shred them when you get home. Yeah.
Paul, I don't want to wait. Even though it was like a teen show, I always remember being kind of impressed with Josh, and so I was really thrilled when I found out that he was going to be cast in this role.
Right,
and I think he's doing a really great job.
His dad too is who played. What's his name?
John Noble. He's an Australian actor.
My God, is
he's
he great? He's a lunatic.
Yeah.
Hey, could you guys help us along? Because what's Fringe about? Let's get the basics out there because I haven't seen it yet.
Wow. Well, in a nutshell, it is this. It's this sci-fi action adventure procedural that deals with this kind of elite government team that investigates these super scientific crimes of terrorism or murder. And it basically deals with the question: what happens when science and technology advances at such almost exponential rate that it's nearly impossible to effectively legislate or control it.
Yeah, they have but all the stuff. The reason why it's kind of cool is that the stuff that they do on the show that would be unrealistic is based in some type of reality.
Yeah,
like they might be able to do that stuff. Like the crazy fathers, they take him out of an insane asylum where he's been for like 17 years, and he's just this uber genius guy. His son is a genius. But he's like a crook. Like he used his intelligence to make money at cards and stuff like that. They get him out, and all the stuff he worked on back in the day for the government. They wind up using these techniques. Like they hook this girl up to in a machine with a cow, and it's just this stuff that doesn't make any sense at all. But this guy's such a mad scientist. He's like, ooh, it can work. And he just loses his mind. But the whole time he's still crazy. Like he has to introduce himself to the assistant every day because he forgets her name, and it bugs the hell out of her.
I would never have Bob give me a synopsis of a show. Ever.
It's literally, it's almost an art form how bad that synopsis was. And you love the show. Well, they hooked the girl up with the cow, and the guy's a little nutty. Bob, what are you talking about?
I was nodding along, trying to help him along.
But it's not
quit the show.
I felt like I was smoking pot again.
Lanson's like, wow, I'm on a real sucky show.
You can back me up on this. It's really like the stuff they do isn't like you can't just explain it. It's really crazy science stuff that they somehow put together where it makes sense. Where you're like, that would never work, but it makes sense, and they do this futuristic stuff.
Well, some of the stuff you might say would never work, but to be perfectly honest, I think a lot of it is kind of based
in reality,
based in real science.
Yeah.
I will say the thing about the pilot, it gets you right away is I think it opens on a plane. And, kind of like the original Lost did it. And this guy is having some kind of a fit. What was it, a diabetic thing he's going through?
It looks like he's diabetic and he's having a seizure or something. And it looks like he's injecting himself with insulin.
Yes, you think that. And he starts to rot away. Like his skin starts to, I think, fall off. Or he's dying immediately. And he starts walking towards the front of the plane, and then everybody on the plane dies, and they're basically a bunch of skeletons on the plane.
Wasn't that like I don't know this? I might be wrong, but wasn't it like he actually became transparent?
No. Well, that's another character.
That's Scott. That's Scott, right?
That's later in the pilot. Yeah, that's actually
Scott. Yeah. He became transparent, like almost invisible.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's it's crazy. Like
I wish that would happen to you right now.
Just to let you know, they turn on you quick on this show.
You're not losing weight fast enough for us right now, Bobby.
Before the show, they were like, "Hey, help us out." Now I'm trying to help out, and I'm really failing.
Oh, because you were excited. You said you've seen every episode.
Yes, I'm a big fan. I watch it every week. I have it on my DVR.
Your diva?
My diva.
It is funny though when you love a show so much. Like if you told me to give say a synopsis of The Wire, I would panic and give really weird like details about one scene that